Hi, it's Andrea Feinberg, bossonthebeach.com and host of the Facebook group Bosses on the Beach, where we support growth-focused small business owners who'd like to radically accelerate the growth of their revenue and the growth of personal freedom. And one of the ways that we typically look to accelerate personal freedom is by achieving meaningful goals. Every day of the week, every month of the year is a great time to advance meaningful goals. And sometimes we come away from a planning session with great ideas, new initiatives that we want to implement. And yet we end up, instead of with goal achievement, with goal frustration, because it's really hard to implement something new when you've already got a desk filled with pre-existing obligations. So I put together a list of a few ways that you can make shift happen for you and get those goals accomplished, especially if you don't want to move any faster than you already do and don't want to sleep any less. So here are 5 tips to help you achieve your goals, regardless of what kind they are. The first thing, you may want to think about who you need to be accountable to. We all have a tendency to procrastinate and rationalize why we don't have to pursue goals that we've established are priorities for us. We'll put ourselves at the bottom of a to-do list. We'll come up with other reasons and other things to do. So my suggestion to you is tell somebody else whose good opinion you respect about the goals you're planning to pursue over the next quarter, 6 months, or whatever increment of time it is. You're far less likely to want to disappoint somebody else than you're willing to disappoint yourself. And if you let them know that what you're pursuing, what you're planning to do, they'll follow up with you. They'll want to hear about your progress. They'll want to share your excitement and celebrate with you. So you'll certainly want to have something to tell them in the way of advancement when you see them next. My second tip to get your goals moving forward is to think in terms of the impact if you don't achieve your goal. And if you really want to make it difficult for you, think of the impact for somebody else who you care about. A family member, a friend, a colleague, a mentor. What will not happen? What opportunity will be lost? What disappointment will be felt for someone else who is depending upon you to advance your particular goal? My third tip, quantify it. Quantify the loss, the missed opportunity in terms of dollars, time, or percentages. How much money will be lost if you don't pursue your goal? By what percentage will you miss out on growing your business or changing your market share if you don't pursue this goal? How much vacation time will be lost? How much time will you lose if you were preparing to advance your education or that of someone else who you care about? Quantify it. It's much easier to recognize the impact of something if you can measure its impact. And in this case, you want to measure the potential loss or missed opportunity if you don't pursue the goal. That's certainly a way. Guilt is sometimes a great motivator to get you moving forward. The fourth tip I wanted to give you is this. If you're working on a goal that is important, yet not especially sexy, it doesn't really turn you on, it's not fun to advance, it's a have to do rather than a want to do, like getting all your tax reports and receipts ready for your accountant meeting. You may find it hard to keep your momentum going to get that goal advanced, even if you've been wise enough to chunk it down into smaller increments of actions. So here's my tip for you. Instead of focusing on the achievement of the goal, give yourself a reward that you get only when you complete the goal. So you think beyond the goal to the reward you're going to enjoy. And that's sometimes a great momentum device to get you focused on something that you really need to get done, but isn't especially pleasing either in the doing or the result. And finally, my fifth tip for you, this one is somewhat controversial, but believe me, it works 100% of the time. For those folks who are really recalcitrant and have a really hard time moving forward with their goals, promise to do something you really don't want to do, like contribute to a cause that's really against all your values if you don't pursue the goal. So those are my 5 tips for helping to create a little more momentum and motivation to move forward with goals, even the ones that are not that exciting to pursue. They don't cost anything except an open mind and a little bit of imagination, and you'll find that those 2 ingredients help shift happen. If you want some more help in getting your goals going, or you're not really clear yet on the big picture, the BHAG, that big, hairy, audacious goal that you'd like to really implement, that would be a big game changer for you this year, then I hope you'll join me for my live and free webinar, a game of 20 questions. You'll see the information below. Register for that. We're going to go through just 20 quick questions that will immediately make it clear for you what's most important for you to pursue in the coming months and what you gained in the past that's going to assist you going forward. So once again, this is Andrea Feinberg helping you to make shift happen. I look forward to having your voice added to the webinar. Register today, and until we connect again, I wish you a great productive day. Bye-bye now.